Okay, everybody, I want to talk about something very, very important. Okay, listen what I'm going to say. This is very important what I got to say. And I'm only going to say this once, okay? Um, Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm going to say this once and hope you all listen to me. I might sound like a broken record, okay? Alright, I might sound like a broken record, but what I'm going to tell you is very important, okay? Alright, okay. You know that the old saying, it's not fair for someone else to think they're going to get away with something and it's not going to happen. Okay, what is so weird about it is, Merrick Garland, the way we call his name, the DOJ, okay, he decides that he wants to prosecute Trump, but it's not going to work, because Trump's going to be a scapegoat on this, okay, and now you find out why they're investigating Trump. You have our former president, Joe Biden, who got caught with classified documents too. What are they going to do with him? Even if he's a president, he still can get in trouble for holding classified documents. He just thinks because he's president doesn't mean he can't get in trouble. Guess what? He can. And you remember back when Nixon was president, he got caught. He had to step down. He resigned. I think that's what's going to happen to Biden. He's going to have to resign after all these documents come out about the truth. But they're going to try to do anything they can to cover it up. But it's not going to work. Want me to tell you why? One, okay? These documents are classified. They were found in his Penn Center station where he had an office that day. His lawyers were cleaning out. They found these documents. They were hidden in a box. Okay? Ain't that the same thing that happened to Trump? When they went to it, they asked for the documents back, and he said he didn't have them, that these were his personal documents. But the bad thing about it, so they had a raid to go in there into his place to get these. Well, guess what? We've got a new GOP, Republican Party, that took over the House. And they are in the process of investigating Trump, what he did not do wrong. They also investigate what he did do wrong, stuff like that. They are also investigating what happened with these classified documents. And what's going to happen? Biden ain't going to get away with this. There's no way. Just because he's president doesn't mean he's going to get away with this. The other thing is that the classified documents they found at Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago, some of them, he should not have took. I agree with that. The same thing with Biden. He got caught with these classified information 2 years after he becomes president. Wow. 2 years after he becomes president, he gets caught with the classified information. The thing is that if they let Biden get away with this, then you all let Trump get away with it too. There are two systems. You can't have two justice systems in the same system. No way. It can't be done. So here's what I think is going to happen. Okay, first, you got the former president is caught with classified documents. Then, 3 days ago, you got our president of the United States named Joe Biden, is caught with legal documents that go back to Biden and Obama in their era and what's going on. There's stuff in there about Hunter Biden's laptop, about what they did in Brisa, where he told them that if you did not fire this prosecutor, you ain't getting your money. Well, that's in there. There's all kinds of other stuff in there, what they wanted to do to Trump, to try to hurt Trump, but they could not do it. The bad thing is, it's all backfiring on him. You've heard the old saying, you reap what you sowed. or karma's going to bite you back. You're going to get it. Well, Biden thought he was going to get away with all this stuff. He's not. Now they've hired a special prosecutor to look in to Trump's situation, and they also have a investigator looking into Biden's situation. So you got a vice president that was caught with classified information. And now you got our future president, our current president, Joe Biden, that caught with classified information. But these are when he was vice president, so he cannot declassify them at all. So he's going to be in deep trouble. Deep trouble. He's going to have to step down. That would make Kamala Harris the president. But the bad thing about it, it's not going to make Kamala Harris president because it's going to ask both of them to step down. That would make the Speaker of the House, and they're going to recommend that Donald Trump come back into play because all this was all caught up in a scheme. Donald Trump is going to be the scapegoat that's going to make everything come back to normal. In 2024, there's a lot of people that believe that Donald Trump will be back. Who knows? I'm not voting anymore. It's all fixed. Every time you vote, it seems like your votes never count. Are you kidding me? No, they don't count. They never count it, and they'll never will count it. So listen to what I'm saying. This is going to happen. Biden's not going to get away with none of this. Then this morning they said they found a third location of where Biden's documents are at. And I posted on my Facebook. 3 places that they found documents. His home, his house, and now another place that he had documents were found. And they are called declassified documents. This will hurt Trump and Biden from ever running for president again. Or they could look at it and say, well, wait a minute. Why are you picking on Trump? Now you're caught with the classified information. And it's like, wow, So why are you picking on Trump? Because now you're the one that caught with classified information. That's why I said every president in the United States is crooked, including Joe Biden, including all the other presidents. The only reason why they want to be president is this little bitty thing right here called money. Money is the root of all evil. And so funny, Donald Trump had a big scheme of people, and Biden only had just a little bitty paper. How could he win like that? It was all fixed. It was all fixed to make it happen. I kept telling everybody the last 2 or 3 weeks that McCarthy will be Speaker of the House. I put it on Facebook that McCarthy will be Speaker of the House. They tried to get Jeffries to be Speaker of the House. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him at all. But they tried to get Jeffries to win. But McCarthy destroyed Biden. And he also, not destroyed Biden, he destroyed Jeffries. So what's going to happen? McCarthy's already said he's overturned the $87 million for IRS people to be voted. That got overturned. He's getting ready to turn over the amount of money that was elected in his Obama's budget. Is getting ready to fall too. He's getting ready McCarthy's getting ready to investigate Biden, his family. He's investigating January 6th committee. He's also investigating the wall. Green said that she's already called for Biden's impeachment already. So everything's starting to happen. And Biden's getting ready to have the worst next 2 years ever in history. He is going to be clinging his head up against the wall like this. And you know why? Because he got caught with classified information. This information also reveals Russia. It reveals Biden. It reveals all his tricks. It reveals what he was doing. It reveals him talking about his plan for 2024, how he's going to fix 2024 to make sure he wins. It's all in there. It's all in there. So listen to what I'm saying, Joe Biden. You're not going to get away with it. I'm sorry, you won't. And if they try to say that, oh, these are not classified information, then there's going to be a fight. McCarthy already said that he's going to bring it up, and they will call for his impeachment. Then they will call for impeachment for Merrick Garland too, because it's all government fixed. So someone said this morning, how can there be two justices in the same way? You got one with the former president, and now you got one with the future president, Joe Biden. And they both come together and they're holding classified information. So you tell me, is it fair that they investigate Trump and leave Biden alone? Or do you think they should go ahead and investigate Biden with 3 locations that they found? And you said one of them was hidden behind his Corvette of his home in Delaware. Do you know the very first president to come from Delaware was George Washington? He's the one that crossed to Delaware. He was told not to, but he did. So, is this going to cause a lot of damage to Joe Biden? My answer is yes. Is this going to cause Joe Biden to step down? My answer is yes. He will have to resign. He'll have no choice, but he will have to resign. And that's all I got to say. Thank you very much. And by the way, I got some bad news. Yesterday afternoon, they rushed Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's only daughter, to the hospital. And last night around 10 o'clock, and yesterday, she was unresponsive with cardiac arrest. She went into a coma. And she died last night at the age of 54 of cardiac arrest. So she was already dead. So she was in an induced coma, but she was already dead. And do you know what cardiac arrest is? Cardiac arrest means your brain is still going, but your heart stops. That's cardiac arrest. And that's what happened to that football player from the Bills. He died on the field. They took him and someone brought him back. He went to the hospital. He died again, and they brought him back. This is a miracle. Elvis died on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42 of a drug overdose incident. So, again, my heart goes out to the Elvis family as the loss of their daughter. But again, back to what I was saying. Biden ain't going to get out of this. He won't. He will not get out of this. I don't care who you are. Biden is not going to get out of this. And that's all I got to say. Thank you very much for looking at this video.